if I have to say a little bit of background how I got to know Centum, and if I have to correct karaoke a little bit, I started in 2019. It wasn't 2 years ago, so I've been there for a few years. I've had a few experiences that are quite bad, and I'm sure many of you have had similar experiences where unaenda kununua kaploti, and then, you know, ukiregea nyumbani, there's somebody else who has either built in that particular area, or unaanza kupigana na watu wengine, they say this is my plot of land. So I've had similar experiences in Mombasa, from area called Mtwapa in Kilifi, and currently I have to say that up to now I've got some court cases that are going on for the past 3 years, whereby I bought places and people went and built in that particular area. And in the long run, by last year I said, stress is enough. I forgot about it. But in 2019, I was here in Reading at home, and I was like, what am I going to do? Because I would like to retire at home. I went to the internet, and then obviously I found out about Centum. And at that particular time, they had started the project of Awali Estate plus 1255 Farmbridge, and they had more or less broken ground at the time. And something came in me, and I told myself, you know what, let me try to find out more about them. And then I decided to travel to go to Kenya. And out of faith, I decided, let me try and buy off plan. And that's how I started my journey. There was a bit of delays, obviously, because of COVID, finishing the apartments at that particular time. But by the time they finished, and I've got a testimony here, I've got my sister-in-law, my wife. When I went there, they did not know what I was doing, or they did not know what I'm buying. So we went through faith. When we went with them in August last year, we decided to take a holiday to go to Mombasa. And I remember my wife and my sister-in-law, all of them were saying, we want to see what these men have done, because they don't know what we're actually doing. Me and my brother-in-law built it. So we got there at night, and then when they went to the apartments, all of them were like, wow. And they were telling me, we did not know that you have got such lovely taste. But obviously it was about the curtains, it was about the air conditioning that we have actually put in there, it was about the utensils that we had bought, me and my brother-in-law built it, it was about the beds, you know, the sofa sets that we are putting in there. But we could not be able to do all that if we do not have the building. And that's the most important thing, because Centum at that particular point, they had put for us all the amenities, and we had water from the sea, so I never have problems when it comes to issues of water, because they have desalinated. So every time I've got water 24 hours around the clock, sina shida ya kwanza kubeba mitungi, okay? And then other amenities that they've already set up in the apartments, which they have done the same in Awali, and they are doing the same in Kingfish Park, and I'll talk about Kingfish Park at the end, is that internet connection, all the things you need, DSTV, all that is just, you just plug in. You just pay. So even me with the apartments that we have with Bildad and Lillian and my wife, if there's somebody who wants to go and stay there for a day or two, all I need to do, I pay for Wi-Fi from here, and then napata my message, nalipa my electricity, the water, I've got a meter there, so I pay from here, everything I do from here. And then all I do, I phone the gate, because it's a gated community. Now I wanatujua, ukipiga simu unasema bona sasa, naambia sasa, because it's in a master code somewhere, I don't know, they actually know that it's me who's calling, because they've got my number. And I tell them, oh, there's somebody who is coming in. Kuna gari gani? They come in, there's a key there. If you want things like, for example, someone to clean up the place for you, you arrange with those people while you are here. So for me, it was less stressful than dealing with other times that I've tried to invest from here, whereby unategemea a relative, unategemea a brother, unategemea a sister. Sometimes you can even have bad experiences with parents. Unatuma pesa zako, haki ukiregea nyumbani after 2-3 years, unashangaa hii pesa yote ilikuwa inaenda wapi. Those are the experiences that I've gone through. Some people know about them, some people don't know about them. But from the time, I thank God, because it's about God. It's not about me, really. I don't take credit for it. God provided this as a platform for me to be able to invest in a way where I can say, Sina woga. So, you know what? Put it in your mind as well, that yes, kuna Nakuru, kuna Central, I know all those places, from Murang'a, Nyeri, I drive those places, but it's a bit cold. So sometimes you need the heat. So have something in Mombasa, whereby you can actually say, you know what, I can go and chill out. Wakati weekend, I can take a flight, and the good news is, in the development, the airstrip is only 1 kilometer away from what is it called? Not from JKIA, but from Wilson. From Wilson Airport. They have got 2 flights a day, whereby you land there, and neighbors, Vipingo Ridge, you can go and play golf. You can become a member. Go and shoot your golf. And by the way, that golf is the first golf in Africa that has got 5th PGA status. So it's up to you. That's a place that you can be able to go and invest. It's about who has what. And I'm sure all of you, you've got a law. Use your pound to be able to get, the best service that you can be able to get in Kenya. The last thing that I want you to talk about is the Kingswood Park. As he has said, that Vipingo development is a total of around 10,000 acres, so it's a lot. So I remember when I started dealing with them, I asked them, okay, hizi nyumba mlikuwa mmejenga mmemaliza, they're quite expensive. Sisi kuweza kuzilipia. Then they came up with a way where they could say, okay, you can have a plot of land, ujijengee mwenyewe, lakini utaleta the plan, you bring the plan for us to be able to have a look at it, to be able to say that we are happy with it, alafu ujijengee. For me, that was a deal breaker, because I could be able to do it slowly. And you're actually given an opportunity whereby you can, once you pay for the plot of land, you can be able to build within 4 years. So you see now you can be able to, break it a little bit. Vile ambavyo utaweza, kama you can afford £1,000, it's up to you and whatever. But the beauty here is, they do for you all the amenities. It's all carbon paved. They wanakuletea maji, wanakuletea electricity. The sewer lines, whereby obviously mambo ya uchafu, so you don't need to do sock pits and whatever. They do all that for you, so you just plug in. The only thing that you actually pay is a service charge, and that currently I know service charge is around 10,000. 10,000 is around £60 that you're paying per month. Council tax hapa tunalipa ngapi? Pound 200, right? So the service charge includes all those amenities, plus obviously things like uchafu kuja kuchukuliwa, wewe unatoa uchafu wako and things like that. So for me, the life there is the same as actually what we have here. So I would actually say, if you feel that Mombasa is a place for you, if you can cope with the heat, karibuni Mombasa. And Mombasa inaitwa Mombasa Raha. It's called Raha for a reason. Hakuna ile mambo ya kuwa tunaendesha gari, unaangalia magondi wako wapi. You don't need to bother about that. Unaenda zako, regeta kama ni saa 8 za usiku, nobody bothers you. So I love Mombasa. If you feel that it's a place that you can be able to call it home, karibuni sana. Asanteni.